How's it going?
This is
Double Dash Jump.
Welcome to Double Dash Jump. There we go. My name is Matt.
I'm Ben,
and I'm Jedi.
There we go.
and this is the weekly entertainment podcast that ages like a fine wine, apparently.
That joke's a week old now, so.
Does that make it better? It's fermented.
See,
That's
no, but
better?
it's that joke has also aged like a fine wine. So.
Okay. This is no. All right. Yeah. Let's just agree.
All right.
Agree to disagree.
First order of business is talking about the Hooper Code giveaway, which one person entered.
We had a
And
giveaway.
he won.
What? There were 6 prizes.
I hope
I'm so proud of him.
I hope I pronounced this correctly. Bijat Mate? Maybe?
I think it's Bjart.
Yeah, I
Biart?
feel Biart. I feel like J is a Y.
Yeah.
In Norway.
Congratulations to you. All the way from Norway.
So there you
Congrats, my Norwegian friend.
go. There
Thank
go.
you. We'll get in contact with you somehow. I'll figure out how this works.
And the other 5 Hooper codes we are just going to burn.
That could be just a video. Just like
That could be a video.
you guys didn't enter, so watch Hooper go up in flames.
And we will
Find
summon-
someone who really wants a Hooper that for some reason didn't subscribe. Get them to watch as we burn and see them record their reaction as they weep.
And just these hoops would just rise out of the flames.
Make smoke rings.
And then just a hedgehog will fly into them.
A blue hedgehog.
A blue hedgehog specifically.
Okay.
Just thrown in
just
from
in
outside.
case anyone didn't get that reference, we're not just going to burn a hedgehog.
Well,
Wow. So what comments are we...
All right, so from Bex Calfa.
no, it's
So on our-
it's
from our-
Excalibur.
from our YouTube
Why is
page,
there an
we have
X
some
there?
comments.
I think that's called John made a typo.
Okay, Excalibur. Illimot
I don't
SFM.
monitor YouTube names.
That's good.
from Dale.
I'm getting love.
From Dale Hennigan, the Count for cut/censors.
Cousin.
Looking good, boys. I also hear you have Hooper giveaways. Get it? No. Okay. Don't get it. Nothing.
No, we were talking about this. I think he means like Hooper as in like a heaper. Like you got a heap of giveaways.
Quite possibly.
It's a clever play on words.
It's a play on words.
Just not clever.
I was. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Dale.
Well, at least we're looking good, so
You'll hear from
that's
us.
okay.
Oh. So what's been happening in the world of Double Dash Jump, guys?
Well, we've come off of our like short accidental hiatus.
Hiatus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Axton's crawled out of Mordor.
Mordor, yeah. I dropped the ring off and now I'm back.
Did you drop it off to a blue hedgehog? Oh, wait, we just made this joke. Yeah, we pretty much couldn't deal without our accident, so
But
just
now
had
we're
to
back.
wait. Now we're back.
We did record
Better than
once, And
Oh,
without a soundy, we do not do sound
oh
well.
no, it's
We,
not
we,
good.
we did bad.
Yeah.
We did bad.
It's very bad. It was like clanging on a table.
Yeah, we're like picking up the microphones, we're banging, we're tapping, everything that Axton hates.
Yeah, trying to
like-
do like
it went
Morse
into-
code on the
It
microphone.
was just chaos.
Yeah, the sound was like us yelling into an ice cream
what
tub.
was-
Like, it was horrible.
What it was, no, actually, legitimately though, good part of the video, you can't hear us. All you can hear is someone doing the dishes in the kitchen. So it's like, oh no. What I was gonna ask was, what games have you guys been playing?
Oh, golly. What have we been playing? We've kind of done
Well,
everything.
We've done.
We've been playing a bunch of Crash, haven't we?
And Jack and Dexter.
And Jack and Daxter.
Ooh, you're
Yeah.
going retro. I love it.
I've been cranking out a lot of Pokemon Red.
Yes.
Thank you, Pokemon 20th anniversary.
It's brilliant.
Pokemon 20th.
How are you going with that? Because I've been getting 100 snaps. Sorry, I've been getting 151 snaps of you playing Pokemon.
Maybe 152? I don't know. Nah.
No,
I've
it's
Just a random Chikorita somewhere in there.
I've
generation.
gotten my wonderful Mew and my Pokemon Yellow. I've
You fucking
tried
cheater.
to release
You
Pikachu
cheater.
every now and then.
You try to really just to piss him off a
Just
little
to
bit.
piss him off.
Just sometimes you look at him and he gives you a few love hearts and you're like, no, this can't do.
I can't deal with all this love, so I just go.
He
Release.
goes into the Pokemon Center, gets Jigglypuff to sing him to sleep, and then tries to leg it out the door.
Yeah. Put him to sleep. He's like, Jigglypuff. And then he just goes, see you, buddy. I'm going to leave you with that dude in the corner. I don't know. Hero likes Pikachus.
Yeah, that damn electric mouse.
Electric mouse dude. Electric mouse dealer.
Dealer.
Pikachu.
I only deal in Pikachus of the finest.
I mean, if you
What
buy 10, get an Emolga for free. This one flies.
You just rub their cheeks and they go, oh.
I mean, we could keep making jokes, but I feel like it's a dead end.
That's
Did
really
they-
Get it?
No.
You don't play Pokemon. I don't think you get it.
No.
Played Fire Red.
Yeah, but you.
Ruby.
Yeah, but my joke was Gen 6.
Oh, no, I haven't done
Dead end. Is the
Dead end.
is the Pikachu
Is it
clone?
Day? Or
I don't know.
I think.
Dedenne, maybe?
Dedenne-
I don't know. I haven't watched the
Dedenne.
anime.
Yeah,
it.
neither.
What generation was Ruby?
3.
Yeah, so I stopped at 3rd gen.
So yeah.
Well, thankfully, this segues into our first topic because Gen 7 is here.
So, but the thing is, technically, have they announced that it's Gen 7?
Well, the press release announces it as a new generation
Oh, okay.
of
Alright.
Pokemon.
I was just curious because so now Zygarde has no game. Poor guy.
Poor Zygarde.
we should put that picture up. Like,
Yeah,
there's
just
Zygarde.
we were
Zygarde.
looking at that just this
crying.
comment. Just
Yeah.
oh, poor guy.
It's like hungover at a bar.
Because what happened first was actually so we've had there were the
So-
3. Oh no, they have a guy. Sorry, I got confused for a second. So there were the 3 hidden legendaries in Gen 6, Diancie, then Hooper, and now Volcanion
Yeah.
Volcanon.
or whatever it is.
Volcanion?
Is getting his movie finally.
Mm.
Fire and water Pokemon.
Yeah,
a
it's
dual
interesting.
Like what?
And Hooper's a brand new typing as well. He's
Yeah, but it's not.
It's like
Psychic Ghost.
Psychic
That's
Ghost,
never
and
been
then
done before.
And then he goes Psychic Dark. He goes to his big,
When he goes to his big scary, I'm gonna
big
slap him
scary
down.
genie dude.
around bound.
Just
Um,
imagine the genie from Aladdin, but on roids.
Or maybe
Like
just
a giant-
Jafar when he turns into a genie probably would have been a better analogy, but okay.
But no.
um,
People think it's the blue one.
but he's like purple. Hooper's
Red.
purple.
What?
Isn't Hooper purple?
Hooper's purple.
He's
Yeah,
like a pinky
that's-
purple.
You just.
Um,
So anyway,
but yeah, so in Volcanion's movie, they like dropped just a new Pokemon. They were just like, this is a new Pokemon.
Yeah.
what's that Pokemon's name?
I don't actually know. It's
So-
like Meg
See, when I first
something, and it looks like a Diancie, but a robot.
see when we first saw the name.
Yeah, it was a.
When we first saw the name, I thought it said Mangina. Because
Can we just refer to it as Mangina?
if you look up the Japanese, I think it's Magiana or something like that.
That's what I'm looking for.
Magiana. But the Japanese name has an I in there, and it looks like Mangina. So you can look it up and you can tell me whether
there's-
this dude here.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the Magiana. That's the English name. But if you look up,
Ingenious.
if you look at the Japanese name, it looks like Mangina.
But okay, it does look like to me just a Diancie,
Yeah, like a
but a robot.
mecha Diancie.
That's what it is.
So we have
Oh, Magiana.
Magiana. Magiana.
See, with that name, it sounds like it needs to be lava.
I think that is the literal.
Oh, I thought
I
they
don't
had
think
a-
it's got an English translation yet. I think it's just the Japanese.
Ah.
translation.
Wait, hang on. It was officially revealed on Valentine's Day. That's ages ago.
Yeah.
How did
That's how
we
long
not-
it's been since.
What?
No, I remember seeing it a while ago.
I don't. I
think it's because the
I like how Bulbapedia's trying. Just like, this is the name. We have no fucking clue. It's just got everything question mark. I don't know. We try.
Could be
Okay.
anything. But
Bulbapedia doesn't have a official deal with Nintendo like Cerebi does. Cerebi and Nintendo have a deal or contract or something. So Cerebi will constantly get the forefront of information. So that's how I think Volcanon was leaked, and way back when. It was
when
really
all of them.
It was supposed to be a dead link with a dead page that wasn't visible to the general public. Someone did a bad when they updated the site. Everyone could see it, and they're like, "What?" And
what's this about?
that's how Cerebi stays up to date. It's like, "What's this new Pokemon?" Look it up. It's like already there.
Yeah.
It's like, but this information just got announced. How do you have everything about it? Yeah.
All right. Well, for those who are wondering what we're talking about, we had the announcement of Pokemon Moon and Pokemon Sun. I think
We
about
did say the next gen.
we said next
We
gen.
already. So that's technically the news.
We're talking about the
to
names
further
now.
into it is that yes, it's called Sun and Moon.
How do you feel about that?
If I just get 2 copies of the same game, can I have Pokemon Moon Moon?
Moon.
Well, my moon.
I'm missing something.
God damn it, Moon Moon!
I'm missing.
You're missing.
Is this?
You're missing the wolf thing.
I'm missing something
You're
here.
missing an entire meme.
No.
I've missed a May. I'm
Yeah.
not
We have
up
missed.
How
to
did
all
you miss
the
this?
dank mams.
This is an old one.
So it's just a wolf called Moon.
Yeah, basically a really stupid
White wolf.
white wolf.
I thought you were making a joke because I know you like Harry Potter, and Remus Lupin's like name translates to Moon, and
Yeah.
I thought that's the joke you were going for, and I was like,
that's an
this is a bit of a
extension of the
stretch
original
here.
joke. That's
We have a dog with a ball.
camera.
I don't know. Oh, see, here's the thing. I'm probably gonna get both copies, and then I'm just gonna be playing 24 hours a day. That's the kind of joke that we want. We want to make people groan.
Yep.
Oh no!
Is everything still good? I'm out of shot now, I think.
I think you've been cut out. That's what you get for making that kind of joke, you ass.
You make a joke so bad that dogs literally run away. That's the kind of quality you get here, ladies and gentlemen.
Only on Double Dash Jump.
I've pre-ordered both.
Yeah.
Created those.
This
Yes.
doesn't surprise me.
I need to see who's on the cover.
Yeah, I want to see
Of
more.
both.
I want
I-
to see.
Who's gonna have the cooler cover?
Please.
I
don't-
mean, Mega Soul Rock or Mega Lunatone?
That's
Like,
what we want to know.
please don't make the legendaries like a sun and a moon, like you did with X and Y. You made it literally designed the character to look like a fucking Y.
but that was
always-
creative. It was a
yeah.
bird and a deer, and then you got the snake, and that's the Norse mythology of like Yggdrasil and all that
Yeah, but
Yeah.
jazz.
I'm okay with Yveltal, except for the fact that it's a massive fucking Y.
But why is that a bad thing?
Because it's just, I don't know. I think it's a little bit sloppy in
Yeah, no, I get you.
So-
like character design.
So do you feel like is it too soon for Sun and Moon, or would you have preferred a Z, the Zygarde?
I would have preferred a Z because
Absolutely not.
it actually seemed like, and I think some of the community of Reddit would agree because this is where my opinion comes from. I just listen to them.
Thank you, Reddit.
And that's like, it kind of seemed like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire kind of built in with X and Y, and it seemed like that they were kind of forming, and then it was going to be a big sequel, like because they
climbing up
had
to something.
I forget the name of the thing, the post game of Oras, which is
Delta.
Yeah,
Emerald.
The Delta episode.
Yeah, Delta episode with Deoxys, and then it was going to be like a thing with the 2 green snakes. They get their own game. The 2 green snakes. You got Zygarde and Rayquaza doing a thing. That's what it seemed like. That's what I felt. A lot of people thought it was building up to.
Yeah, well, see, the thing that I was confused about was the fact that the show was going on to a Z.
Yeah, it's
saga.
called X, Y, and Z.
X,
now.
Y, and Z, and they've given all these forms to Zygarde, but at the moment, it sounds like they have no there is no plans.
Yeah.
Do
to
you
do
reckon
something
maybe
about those
Nintendo's
ones.
doing this just to like screw with everyone's like, all right, now they're gonna do this, they're gonna release the main series, they're gonna do the remake, and then they're gonna do the third one, and then they're gonna do
Yeah, maybe.
just to screw with the release schedule.
I feel
like
like they're not planning ahead. They're just like, okay, we're gonna make this game, and then like once they did that, they were like, let's remake that. Yeah. And then they're just like, hey, we're just gonna make a new gen now. Just whatever, bro.
I get they probably want a new gen for like their 20th anniversary, but like
Like, don't rush.
timing.
Yeah, I feel like Gen 6 was rushed,
Yeah.
so I'm scared for Gen 7.
I'm like,
Like there were only 70 Pokemon.
Yeah, it was a really
very
And
small.
To be honest, they were probably better than a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like Conkeldurr, Jesus fucking Christ. But-
ice creams and
Yeah, okay. It was,
rubbish and
yeah. And so I'm kind of scared that they're going to be like, here's some new starters, here's some new legendaries. That's all we made.
yeah.
That's what
Like a repeat
that's what
of
it's going to
Gen
turn
6.
into.
What I was kind of hoping is they're gonna be like Day Rises. We're gonna actually do a reimagining of maybe like Red, Blue, and Yellow. Maybe not a remake. Like take the story, change it up enough so it's fairly. So a lot of people will be nostalgic. Bring back like the harder grind of Pokemon Red, but then use a lot of the new features and the new lore that they brought in from the Delta episode, which was, hey, what about a generation like an alternate reality which doesn't have Mega Evolutions? So what if we did a reimagining of Red, Blue,
But
Yellow
with the Mega Evolutions.
with Mega Evolutions? Like if you watch the Mega Evolution anime, when you get to Mr. Pokemon, he actually gave whatever the main character's name.
Red.
Oh, yeah, he gave Red
Mega Stone. Like change little things like that. Sort of do a reimagining when you're walking around Team Rocket base. Use the sneaking feature that they brought in from Amiga Ruby, where you could sneak up on the Pokemon. Use that to like have the option to like, do I want to fight this Team Rocket, or am I a little low on health? I want to save this for Giovanni. I might just like sneak past these people, kind of thing.
Yeah. No, that's the kind of thing that I always don't like about a new kind of... Like, when a franchise starts putting out, like, a new game... Like, they say they're doing a new game, and you're like, are they going to fuck this one up? Or, like...
But it's like, you know what? They just did this in this new game. They could, if they brought this over and applied it like this, it would be so much better. And then you get there, like, oh, they didn't do that.
Well, do you remember Gen 5? Which was right after Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and you couldn't have your favorite Pokemon following you around.
No.
Yeah.
I'm like...
The best
Gee,
feature
like, come on.
in Heart Gold.
Yeah.
Like coming off how brilliant Heart Gold was, like just going on to that. It's
Well,
like,
not even, like, features of Diamond and Pearl were fantastic. I liked the Poké.
Mm.
I liked having that second screen where I could see how much Pokemon. I didn't have to go into the menu.
Yeah,
I
that
could
was
switch
good.
through. I was like, oh, okay, that's a Pokemon map. I can have it on my bottom screen. What was the other one? Something that they took out of the more recent games is when your Pokemon's close to leveling up, you could see the Pokemon ball like roll
Really?
in
Oh.
the like your fight menu.
That's interesting. I did not know that.
I did not know that either. That's news to me.
That's cool. Yeah, so it's like these little things, these little features,
It
and
was
then they just keep
introduced
kind of
in
like...
Diamond and Pearl, and I think it went over to Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but then I don't think it got carried across over that.
So I mean, would
So
you?
when you go into a fight and you've got your fight screen, you can see like, I've got 6 Pokemon, and like the third one from the end would be rolled, like would jiggle a little bit, and like okay,
Yeah.
you know that one needs to level up, and it will.
Yeah.
Would you have preferred this to be exclusive to the new 3DS? So if they were to like build it up, because I mean, you imagine there's going to be some sort of like graphical jump with this. I mean, there's a big graphical jump between Diamond and Pearl and Black and White. So it's like, okay.
One that I did not like.
I
But-
think there was a bigger jump between Black and White and X and
I think it was massive,
just a bit.
just
but,
a little bit.
I mean,
But would you like to see maybe more of like a Pokemon Colosseum overworld versus what we got in X and Y, where it's still technically top down, it's just in 3D,
Yeah.
like more of an actual 3D
you know what I think?
plane.
I think it's Pokemon Sun and Moon, an X exclusive. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh dear.
Oh.
That scares you, doesn't it?
That terrifies me.
No.
Well, have they announced that it's for the 3DS? I feel like they already said for the 3DS.
I don't know.
I believe it.
I didn't read that fine print myself.
Sun and Moon?
Yeah.
For 3DS, yeah.
Yeah.
They've said it's for 3DS.
Oh,
Well,
look, they've even got it on their page.
one thing I'm confused is they're bringing Super Nintendo games
Yeah, they said Nintendo
To-
3DS.
to the new 3DS, not just regular 3DS. You have to have the most updated 3DS to get the Super Nintendo games. But they've just completely forgotten about the GameCube era.
Yeah, that's what's annoying me is because they said, what was it? They said that, the Game Boy was as powerful as like the NES.
Yeah.
And it and like jumps forward. DS was as powerful as the 64.
Yeah.
And now they've said, well, we've actually we're a bit more powerful than the GameCube now. And it's just like, well, where are the games?
I mean,
Give us the games.
Mario Sunshine,
Yeah.
Pokemon Coliseum, Luigi's Mansion.
Yes. What's
Mario
going on?
Kart Double Dash. They were fantastic games. And
I
it was
mean, that last one has a shit name though. But
It does have what has a fantastic name.
asshole.
It just needed something else in the end.
I don't know. I feel like, do we want to talk while we're in this riff? Do we want to keep going through Nintendo news?
the Direct.
So
Yeah, like
last
the
week's
Direct,
Nintendo
because-
Direct
I think you
came
missed
up.
It. It was back.
I may have. I'm just gonna. Yeah.
I think it's in all the gaming.
Oh, it was right there. Okay.
Fudger. Okay.
Anyway, so a whole bunch of new games announced. But
First thing, that's on there, the Paper Mario Color Splash.
Yeah.
Does anyone feel like they went, Splatoon was a massive hit? Let's bring that into
Well,
something
no, because
else.
it's like I looked at it and it was like the complete opposite of Super Mario Sunshine, where it's like you're running around trying to clean paint.
Where this one
Now.
is just like everything's gonna happen.
we need
We need
paint.
paint. Mario did such a good job. We need Paper Mario to come and fix it. They announced it straight after the new Splatoon updates, and I was like, "You're running with
Is
this
this-
paint thing, aren't
Is
you?"
this a coincidence? Or
Yeah.
are you just
Sun and Moon, you can have it's a paint.
Wait, paint Pikachu's body.
Well, I mean, they already had Pokemon Art Academy.
Yeah, they're bringing that back as well.
Yeah, that's actually no, isn't? They've got another. There you go.
Disney
Disney Art Academy.
Paint Mickey Mouse.
And Elsa, if you goddamn want to.
Whoa. Okay, I know you're angry, but let it go.
Some little girl's gonna like that.
Actually, what? That Art Academy makes so much more sense for the Wii U. It's got the nice tablet.
Yeah, like a huge. Fucking. Oh, I need it. Trying to draw up here on my little 3D.
Just imagine like all these little girls trying to like draw fucking Frozen, and they're just like, come on, and like their dog like bumps their arm. I was like, you fucked up Elsa, man, and they like just start ramming down and
Frisbee it.
frisbee the 3DS out
I'm
the game.
feeling this is too specific to be improvised.
There are gonna be some broken dreams with Disney Art Academy.
They're going to make a punk
What?
Elsa.
Punk Elsa.
Punk
That'd be
Elsa.
cool.
Elsa,
You're gonna
and it can
start
be the
seeing,
Boulevard
like,
of Broken
all
Dreams.
Yeah. So what else was announced at the Direct?
So let's just go straight off of this roundup. It's got a little list. You got Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge.
Which is completely free.
Well,
It's for people like you who collected every single fucking amiibo.
what?
What are you talking about?
I just had someone come over yesterday, walk into my house, look at the corner of my room, and just be like, "It's a lot of fucking amiibos, dude." I know.
You've still got new ones. You've got Bayonetta. You've got Cloud. You've got Roy. You've got the new
you need
Kirby
more room now.
ones. You need the new Kirby ones.
I don't know.
The
It's
new Kirby one.
Oh,
You think I don't walk past the Animal Crossing amiibos and just all I can hear is the Jumanji like drumming, like, and
and they've got new Isabelle clothes.
What? New
but-
clothes? No,
yeah,
I'm
no.
not gonna get that.
There's an alternate
She's got
version
a
to
new hat.
Isabel in her summer outfit.
There's I'm not that kind of person, but I imagine like there's just gonna be like some guy out there just like, I need that hat. Okay, next one, pocket card jockey.
This one's actually from Game Freak, I believe.
So if you like solitaire, and you like horses, buckle up.
If you
because
really
you're-
like gambling, cards and horse racing.
yeah, that's true. It's
For
like
kids!
for gamblers, for gambling little kids. You got cards, you got horses.
All we need is
You're
dogs. now.
wasting money.
Is dogs? Are the dogs riding the jockeys? Gonna have greyhounds.
Oh.
What's so like dog jockey? Okay.
The dogs
Uh,
are playing solitaire, riding the.
So it's like that picture, right? You know that picture where you got those dogs playing cards, right? And then it's just you pan down and they're sitting on horses, and the horses are actually full pelt on the race course. Some cards, if you don't hold tight enough, they're just gone. So it's like,
shit! I needed that ace.
yeah, well, you've got like pocket aces, and then one goes, and you're like, fuck. Yeah. Next game on the list is Azure Striker Gunvolt 2.
I didn't even know there was a first one.
No, but this is like, you get some games. Like, I can't say anything about this game because I have no idea what it is.
What's it called? Azure Slicer?
Azure
like a
Striker
Mega Man
Gunvolt
clone.
2. Now,
Sounds like a
It's like a.
weapon from Monster Hunter.
yeah, it does, right?
It sounds. It's a. Looks
you gotta,
like a.
you gotta kill the
super-
bear. You gotta kill the bear.
Oh, yeah.
And it's obviously a gun lance.
Yeah.
You know that bear? What's it called?
Uh,
Azuros. Yeah, Azure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Or like Goldie.
No, oh yeah. That's when you upgrade it from like nothing to now it's got ice power.
Monster Hunter.
They not even know what we're talking about. Anyway, so
Little
Azure
Monster
Striker
Hunter guys
Gunvolt 2
themselves.
is one of the most Japanese sounding games I've ever heard.
It looks like you're trying to speedrun Mega Man, and you're just absolutely
Gunvolt 2.
slaying everything as you go.
Should we can just have a quick.
You can have a little squeeze.
Is there a little cat that follows you around? As well?
You just want to really hammer in this Monster Hunter, don't you?
At least it's not Recore!
Oh, God.
There's nothing for that.
Yeah, there's nothing for
Oh.
that. Here we go. Oh,
Okay, I see how
Jesus.
Recall ties in. Mega Man, we're talking about Mega Man, we're talking about Mighty Number 5, we're talking about Inafune, who is also doing a Recall.
And he's
There you
making
go.
this game as well.
Yeah, it
Is
does.
he?
It
He's
does.
making
It
this
does
game.
really look like Mega Man on roids.
It's just Mega Man.
That was a long.
Inafune has
That
so
was a
much.
long walk
does a
for a
lot.
short drink of water.
I figure we should tie it back to
Okay.
Recall somehow.
All right, should I just hit the next game?
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Lost Reavers on
It
Wii U.
looks like
It's-
really updated RuneScape.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what really
It's
excites me
3D.
is it's a Wii U game that's multiplayer
Oh shit!
and like not a platformer either.
You,
mean
can
like
actually
Splatoon?
use the online for online things.
Okay, shut up.
Who would have thunk?
Nintendo is 5 years behind it.
It really just
Again.
to me. I'm watching. I'm like, this looks like raiding in RuneScape. It's
It's-
multiplayer.
It has suggestive themes. It's rated T for teen.
Very
Ooh.
suggestive. Very suggestive.
Exactly like
They
RuneScape.
suggest you shouldn't
Yeah,
buy
it's
this
exactly. It actually, I was thinking just from the picture that it was that I got a like Dark Souls, but fun instead.
It's like a holding your hand Dark Souls
Yeah.
with friends.
Whereas you know,
game. We're Dark Souls with friends.
Dark Souls is it's that he's holding your hand, but he's ripping off your arm.
Oh.
Yeah, this looks exactly like to me, like Dark Souls with friends
And zombies.
and zombies and
I think it is actually zombies when they're talking
well,
about
and they have guns, but I mean the like play style, obviously.
Yeah.
And I just saw that clip of this giant boss monster, and I was like, these days when you see a giant boss monster, all I think of is Dark Souls and crying,
Sitting in the
specifically in that order. Anyway, so the next game is Rhythm Heaven Megamix. So
this looks like the title card looks like something from Cartoon Network.
isn't Isn't this Rhythm? What's it called? Isn't this the sequel for
Heaven.
Rhythm something?
There was a bunch of Rhythm Heaven games,
Heaven.
I think, on the DS.
Is it Heaven though?
Yeah. Rhythm
Yeah.
Heaven.
Well, it wouldn't be Rhythm Hell, but
Oh yeah, it is Rhythm Heaven.
It
There you
looks
go. Yeah.
like I don't know. I didn't watch Cartoon Network, but it looks like
Yeah, it looks like something.
one of them Cartoon Network shows.
It looks like one of those kind of boring shows that
Everyone
is in between a good show.
You're
Like,
"Oh, I've
and it
got
only goes for like 2
got
minutes.
half an hour to kill. God.
It doesn't look good. We're like looking it up. And we're like, oh no. It does kind of look like if the
There-
artist,
it's almost the exact.
what Foster's.
We're talking
Oh.
about
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
No, Foster's House for Imaginary.
Oh, okay.
You
The
reckon?
logo.
That-
A little
That
bit.
font almost looks exactly the
It's on
same.
the back.
Oh, just
and
the
stuff.
logo.
The font
I
and
was
the
gonna
colour.
say I don't
And
know.
even the black cloud.
Yeah, it's got the black cloud and everything.
Why did I
But-
get a redirect notice?
I don't know. We haven't. Hey, look, it's you.
Ben 10 Ultimate Alien.
There you go.
hooray.
The next game, the last game on this little thing,
Ben's
is-
favorite game.
is Tokyo Mirage Sessions. #FE.
Fire Emblem.
Yes, Shin Megami Tensei.
Shin Megami Tensei.
Thank you.
Schooled.
I do not.
I actually really want this.
Yeah,
It looks
just a little bit.
it looks like a hyper stylized Persona. For like, I don't know what else to call it.
That sounds like you two are really gonna enjoy this game.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna get it.
I'm not going to get it because I don't have a Wii U. But
What a good excuse to get one.
Japanese school kids and they're pop stars.
fighting
Fight
demons
monsters.
on stage.
Is that
On
not
stage.
the most Japanese game?
Oh
you can
yeah,
think of?
that's on a stage. All right. Okay, and so that was
Star Fox.
Yeah.
And also, Star Fox is finally not delayed.
finally not delayed.
Finally not delayed. And we got a bonus Star Fox game with it as well.
Yes, we get Star Fox Guard.
I'm scared because what if it's bad? You know what? I'm just on my guard.
I mean,
Oh, and going back to Monster Hunter, new Monster Hunter.
Yeah, Monster Hunter X Generations. We're gonna play the shit out of that.
Oh yeah.
Ahoy.
I think you get 4 Ultimate with it as well. For
I
free.
do think you
It
get.
is for the 3DS.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
think it comes with Fire Emblem skins as well.
yeah.
Dude, For You has like, because you get a little cat guy that follows you around if you don't know.
That guy.
Little cat guy.
Yeah, you get heaps of cat guys, and you can dress them up as Sonic.
Can you?
No fucking joke, you can dress them up as Sonic.
Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, Mario and Luigi. You can dress yourself up as Samus, I think.
Maybe.
Um,
I haven't gotten that far.
you can just do like, there's a Bayonetta one as well, but I forget. There's just a lot of like, it's like Capcom's gone like, so Nintendo's given us permission to do this, so we're gonna do it.
Well, Nintendo's probably like, make this for only 3DS.
Well,
This is
yeah.
like half our sales
Yeah.
for non-hardcore people.
From what I've heard, because I used to listen to a Monster Hunter podcast back in the day, that back in Japan, Monster Hunter is like bigger than Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is,
it's
is like one of
gigantic.
the biggest things.
Yeah.
And apparently they don't go out to have cigarette breaks, they go out to have Monster
Monster
Hunter
Hunter.
breaks.
Like when
I'm
kids
like,
are born, they're given like a Monster Hunter 3DS.
Oh man, like, is it like different brands of cigarettes? They're like, I really feel like battling a Rathalos right now.
Yeah.
Man, I could nail a Rathian, man.
Well, that's
Can
the
you-
story.
Yeah. Oh, no, we're just gonna go full all in there. We're gonna go full Gormagala.
Oh, shit. I feel like you
is-
could call it something like, you'd call it like a piece, like you'd go like, I could really go for a Raytheon plate right now, or just like, could go for Rathalos tail.
As someone who doesn't play Monster Hunter, is there online trading amongst players?
No, there's no
No.
trading.
You have to make all the armor and the weapons yourself.
Mm.
You can trade small things.
Yeah, like
potions
potions you
and,
can swap out.
basic things that you need to survive a battle, but you can't trade.
So you can't make a living out of this game.
No.
No, not like
You could make a living out of helping other people
like a
Maybe
Twitch streamer,
streamers,
but
yeah.
there's no like Payday 2 community where you can win stuff and you can put up online and get actual money for it.
No.
No. Okay.
This game seems like it calls for that.
Yeah, that's like if I'm sure there are people where it would be like Rathalos. I just combined the two of them. Rathalos plate plus
Yeah.
$50 US.
Yeah.
People would buy that
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
because the
It's-
drop
it's
rate is something like 0.0.
1%.
Really?
It's between 1% and 3% depending on what you damage.
Yeah.
But you probably get like 1 in every 15 fights.
But it feels like 1 in every 50.
Yeah.
That's what it feels. It's,
It takes a lot of time.
yeah, the grind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
But
I played a little bit of Destiny.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe, I don't know, something. I don't know.
For someone who has a lot of time on their hands, $50, you know, they just do that all day. They get 3 or something. $150 made in a day. I can
Yeah,
see it
that's-
being
If you
worthwhile.
play for 12 hours, you would probably only get 3.
Yeah.
I mean-
You're fighting the same monster over and over again.
I mean, for not actually working and getting $150 for sitting there on your ass
That's
playing
pretty
games, I could live with that.
I'd
Yeah.
probably rather, earn that much, like, playing on, like, a Twitch stream or something. That would be better for me.
I could do that.
Because I couldn't handle because there's that pressure that I give myself where it's like, I need to fucking upgrade my other sword.
Yeah.
I need this fucking thing, man.
Yeah.
And so if I'm, like, relying on it, like, I want to eat in real life, please drop.
Get some well done steaks in there.
So tasty.
So tasty.
Anyway.
You have no idea what
Yeah, we're
I
just...
have no
What's your
idea
next
what's going
news
on
article?
here.
Yeah,
Moving
so
on
that's...
to-
I think that's actually all the Nintendo news.
I think
as
that
well.
is smashing the Nintendo news.
Yeah. I think-
Smashing.
Smashing.
I think we might just skip straight
Smashing?
to that.
Yes, okay, so... Do you play Rocket League?
Yeah. Oh, we're skipping the way.
Yeah, we're skipping to Rocket League.
Okay, cool. Cool. So yeah, no, I played a bit of Rocket League.
Did you play Rocket League?
I platinumed it.
You played the
Same,
crap out of Rocket
Twinsies.
League.
It's my first platinum, actually.
Nice.
Aw.
They, do you know what I'm really disappointed about? The
What?
drive 500 kilometers achievement, they changed it to 50.
Really?
After all the new DLC, you'd think that driving 500 Ks would be easier for people.
easier. Anyway, so do you like Batman?
I do like Batman. How would you know?
This is a
It's
guess.
just a wild guess thrown out. So what's this Batman news you're talking about?
So, like, imagine if you could be Batman while you play Rocket League.
But I can be Batman in Batman Arkham Knight.
Yeah, but how often in Arkham Knight do you get to, with the Batmobile, kick the ball into the goals?
I can
Only like twice in the whole campaign.
I can-
Like,
drive into other people's balls, but and send them flying. I think that's a pretty good.
yeah,
Thanks.
they've passed out.
That's just a broken neck.
He's asleep. What are you talking about?
He'll get up from that. That's fine.
But yeah, so you can now get the Batmobile. Well, not now, but you can get the Batmobile in Rocket League.
What?
In March.
In
which
March.
is this-
It
which
is
will-
It is now
which
March.
is-
What day in March will this?
I actually have no idea.
we don't know. I
I've seen people driving around in the Batmobile.
already.
Yeah, my
Well, it looked like the Batmobile. Like the old Batmobile, not the new one.
No.
It doesn't. It's not telling me here. March 8th. So that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
This video is not going to be out by then.
I'm very sorry, but
We can try, but it's
it was out on March 8th for those that wanted to
yeah.
know.
we also Rocket League's getting a physical release
That's
alongside of its previous digital release finally for Xbox One.
yeah. That's cool. I'm angry though because you can play PC and PS4,
But you can't play
but you
Xbox.
can't play Xbox.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys.
Come on.
We're all in this together.
Which is what the Division is doing.
Which is what?
Division is doing
Oh,
PC.
Division. I thought you said like the Vision, and I'm like, because he's a really smart
Oh, the-
android, he can do that.
Yeah, no. No. Tom Clancy's
Probably could.
the Division is getting
doing that.
cross-platform.
That's cool. There needs to be like more.
There's apparently a lot of PC outrage because it's getting capped for consoles. So we'll actually keep up, and the PC just won't, soar ahead.
Fair enough. Well, that's
What can you do?
You're
you gotta expect a little things like that.
you're getting triple your people you get to play with.
Yeah, which is awesome. Like I feel like Destiny should do that.
Destiny should absolutely do that.
I mean,
Maybe not a PC
for the
release,
sake
but-
of for the sake of Xbox, because
Yeah.
Destiny's like one of the highest played like PS4 games, and
Yeah.
it's got like millions of people playing it.
And
Whereas-
and Xbox as well, not just PS4.
but then because I forgot English. No, I got confused because I got confused with Battlefront because I was reading up on like statistics and stuff, and it's like Battlefront on PC and Xbox is like people playing this much, and then on PS4 there's like that much playing.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So it's-
that makes sense.
Yeah,
It got-
there was something like 4 times more PlayStation consoles sold than
Hmm.
Xbox One consoles.
Yeah, well, I mean, Battlefront, or just Activision in general, has all the exclusivity deals with Sony.
Sony's got Activision's balls.
So that's why we got Call of
Fondling
Duty.
them.
That's why we're getting Destiny. That's why we're getting.
I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Like, is it like a, it's got it,
like-
or is
or
it
is it
like a
Gentle fondling.
maybe maybe it's like maybe one's kind of
Fiddly-diddly.
maybe one's kind of like and the other's like just enough.
Well, what-
Just
so you got this, and you've got this, and then you got the trigger fingers.
you get,
And then
We got all the shooters.
maybe it's like a little bit of light nibbling, and then all of a sudden, oh,
Just to keep you on your toes.
to keep you going. Feeling invigorated.
Wow.
Jerk off. Like, what's going
Okay,
on?
the dog's under the
guys?
table.
Anyway,
Anyway,
moving on.
are you guys going to get the physical release? Because we
No.
all got it for free for PS
yeah,
Plus.
I got it
Yeah.
free. I'm not.
Yeah, I got it for free as well.
And
So
you pay $25.
Xbox scum.
If it helps, I'm probably gonna pay $25 in DLC
sure.
eventually.
Well,
That-
I imagine the physical release is
50
going to come
DLC
with
packs,
all
right?
the updated DLC packs.
Yeah,
most of them
but
are
we're in
free
Australia, so it's gonna be $100.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be the same price as digital,
You reckon?
which
I
is
don't
what
know.
because that's what the Heavy Rain
EB
heavy
Games.
I mean,
the Heavy Rain.
How much was
and-
Shovel Knight when it was released on disc? $50.
But
yeah.
they ported it like a million times. That doesn't.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Like it,
The
like, it was
digital
still
version.
$20. It's like $20 to buy it digitally on any platform.
Shit, so Shovel Knight got around, didn't he?
Sure, he did.
He
get
fucking got around.
He got around.
Is he on
He's
Xbox?
he's
Shovel
on
Knight.
Xbox.
Is he on Xbox?
I know. I think it's on.
I think so, yeah.
I think
He's
it's on
on
Wii U.
everything.
He's
Like
on
he
Wii U.
started off like, oh, it's just gonna be a small
little
Nintendo
niche.
kind of niche,
Maybe
and then it was
little
just
indie
like,
Steam title.
oh, I'm proud of Shovel Knight. I'm so proud of you.
He's a big
Well-
He's a big Shovel Knight now.
Well, the Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls bundle is the same price digitally and physical,
That's good. I'm actually
But-
probably gonna get that.
which actually got delayed to the 19th because someone did a bad and misprinted the rating. They printed it as MA15 plus instead of R18. So Australian physical release.
Can
has
you
been-
still see Ellen Page's nips?
I'm not sure. No, because they
so?
they can't they can't sell it. They can't sell it because it's the wrong rating. So it's been just delayed.
No, I'm just
So we'll find out on March 19th.
there we go. All right.
You can already buy it digitally, but I'll buy the physical because it
Yeah.
looks pretty.
It does look nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. How hard is it to platinum? You know this.
It's like you've got to play through the story so many times. 'Cause
Heavy
different
Rain.
there's all these different
Heavy
endings
Rain
and
follow a
everything.
guide if you want the platinum. If you
Okay.
want to play the story, just don't follow a guide because the guide will spoil it. But you will probably have to play it like 5 times to get all the endings.
You don't need a guide to do it. They're really straightforward.
Some of the last trophies which demand certain endings, you have to play through the entire game again, which means you should follow a guide.
You just have to change certain chapters because there's the crucial moments.
Mm,
Yeah.
no, I was looking at guides for it. These trophies will not pop. You have to do the entire game in that order, and then pick certain options.
I'm gonna hope for future Matt that only counts for the PS3 version.
I reckon you could get away with just doing 2 complete playthroughs.
Whenever you do that, it gets louder as you come closer to it.
Is it like the THX kind of?
We should just do Can we just do like our own cut? Like at the start of each episode.
They both kind of have a thing.
Yeah.
At the start of each episode, we do like the THX thing at the start. But
We should just do like an acapella,
Like
what's the barber shop quartet kind of thing? Be like, hello.
Hello.
For a quartet, we need 4 people. Oh, excellent.
We could be a quintet.
Hello.
Triptet.
Okay, so
Talking
weren't we
about-
talking about video game news?
Yes.
Talking about things that got delayed. Uncharted 4.
So we're
Uncharted 4 made a lot of splashes recently.
Because
First-
everyone's like, this looks so great. Why do I have to wait longer?
Why?
Well, no. First they released the new
it's gonna be
story
good, guys.
trailer, and someone went, "That looks exactly like Black Flag," and they pulled it up, and it's like the exact same like concept art from Black Flag minus a pirate.
They just
And
cropped
so-
out the assassin. Don't worry, it's not.
So
it's
wait,
not
wait.
a real. it's
Is it possible then that they pirated a few ideas?
not-
Either way, Neil Druckmann came out and said, "This is this is us. We did not mean to offend or steal anything from you, Ubisoft," and they've since changed it.
Fair enough.
True.
Um,
But oh
Not-
my god.
Not to mention Sean Layden came out. He's CEO of Sony. President?
Wow, so
Of
the
America.
CEO of Sony said something.
Of,
Yeah,
of
he came
Computer
out- he-
Entertainment America.
Yeah, he came out of the American one. He CEO of Nintendo, Sony America, Sony America.
Said, like,
He wrote a blog post which gets updated on the PlayStation blog.
you know someone's gotten fired for that. You know someone.
No. This is
heads
separate.
of
This is
roll.
separate because that was a different Naughty Dog.
Yeah,
issue.
I was gonna say like Naughty Dog did something. Like I thought you were saying Naughty Dog did something, and then Sony like had a press release. I was like, someone's gotten fired.
No. This is something
It's like,
separate.
hey Jim.
chopping block.
So remember that concept art you gave us? And then it's just like a flashback to he's passed out, bottle of tequila, and he like looks at his watch, and he's got to get to work in like half an hour, and he's like frantically, and he just grabs the collector's edition Assassin's Creed
More like he just-
for like concept art booklet. Fuck, I'll just use this.
More like just like quick Google. That looks good.
Just photoshops the Assassin's Creed logo out. There. Now they'll never know.
It's just the beach. That's our beach.
You know what they say, life's a beach.
Separately, Sean Layden, CEO of Sony America, came out and has said, "We're pushing back Uncharted 4 to make sure that there's enough." There was manufacturing issues, I think, was the official term he used.
Yeah.
Which means
So like they
pushing-
printed the CDs out as like squares, or
I think
how do
There
you?
was a triangle tossed into there, and that just ruined the whole process.
No, there was a circle, a square, a triangle, and an X.
They're like, you've got
Get
to
it?
put it in one way.
Got it, cause it's PlayStation.
Yes. So I don't know. I mean, are you happy with the delay, or yeah? Would
so-
you prefer it that they get these issues out of the way, or how do you feel?
Yeah, like a game that gets delayed and becomes better from the delay is gonna be like a better game, whereas a game that's pushed out and is bad stays bad.
True.
well, this isn't a Naughty Dog issue. This is not them working on the game. This is
Yeah, so Sony somewhere.
in an effort to meet the considerable worldwide demand and ensure that all gamers worldwide have the opportunity to play the game on day one, we have chosen to postpone the launch day a launch of the game by 2 weeks to allow for extra manufacturing time.
Okay, so like
End
literally they haven't made enough. They just want more.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, mind you, the game
I-
hasn't gone gold yet, so the printing, the manufacturing
Yeah.
process has not actually started yet.
Alright.
So once the game goes gold, then they actually start manufacturing the discs. So
I don't know. Couldn't they just do what Nintendo did with the Amiibos and make 3 and everyone get angry?
and then we can just fight for them at JB Hi-Fi at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Or you could buy it on eBay for a 500% price hike.
Or you
Spray
could buy
painted gold.
you could buy a digital copy and you'd never run out of them.
Yeah. Why don't you?
Like
In this day and age, it's like, couldn't you just kind of, just like have a guy at like
Real good
EB
guy.
Games or GameStop, if you're in America, just like, and he's just there. It's like, you give us $50 and give us a USB. We'll just put it on the USB. There you go.
mainly DRM, I think. For that.
Well, no, because the licensing would be.
To the USB only, so you just have like a fuck ton.
No, well, what I meant was like, you give them $50 and your USB. They give you the files and a key, because if, like, I don't know about Xbox, but if you go to a PS4
Yeah.
and you've got a game that you don't own installed, it'll be like, haha, you need to buy this.
No, doesn't do that on Xbox.
So
I've never run into this issue. How are you transferring these digital games that you don't own?
no, like if you have a digital game installed that you don't own on that user,
Yeah.
it's got a little lock on it, and
Yeah,
it takes
which
you to the
you've
store
experienced.
page.
Yeah, which I experienced. I just signed into the user who owns the game, started up the game, exited out, opened up into my user, and started playing the game.
Well, that's cheeky.
Yeah, it doesn't do that on the Xbox.
It
You
used.
can play if the game's on the Xbox console itself,
Mm.
digitally or physically, then any user on that Xbox can play that.
That is a complete like 180 from when Xbox One was like announced, that E3 where Sony took a dig at Xbox.
Yeah.
This is how you share a game. Do you remember that? Did you cry?
I did.
You little Xbox fanboy. You?
I did cry a little bit.
I love how the first comment is Colin was right.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. Do we want to? I feel like I've made a few Xbox fans mad.
Well, you can give them something. There's an Doom fans on the Xbox get Doom 1 and 2 free if they pre-order the new Doom.
You mean the 1 and 2 that is given away for free pretty much anywhere on the internet because it's so old?
yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
but
Well, we
for
didn't-
The Xbox One.
come on.
Yeah,
got,
you've
achievements
never
and
been
stuff.
able to experience this unless you connect your Xbox One controller to your PC. But besides from that, you've never been able to experience it like this before.
Do you get achievements?
Yeah.
Oh, you get
The
achievements.
Xbox version has achievements on it. So.
Yeah, so free achievements.
There you go. Get your gamer score.
Go Doom fans, go.
They actually give you money for however many points you make on Xbox One. Do you know that?
No.
do you mean?
I've heard of it. I don't understand how it
It's
works.
It's like a loyalty program almost. Like the more games you play, the higher your gamer score gets. They give you money based on how many points you get.
yeah, there's an incentive.
Yeah. They don't give it to you physically. They give
Yeah.
it to you so that you can spend it on other games and stuff.
Mm.
But you
Like
still
credit.
get that
Yeah,
reward.
I think the first person to get 100,000 gamer score or 1,000,000 gamer score, I think it was, got a lifetime membership to Xbox Gold. Xbox Live Gold?
Live. Yeah.
Live Gold.
Gold.
The the premium version. I don't understand.
gold to me.
Xbox Plus.
PlayStation Xbox? I don't know how-
Bucks.
X Station Playbox.
It's
Ooh, if Microsoft and Sony like decided to like bury the hatchet somehow, and then like they bundled together, you could get like a PS5 and an Xbox. God knows what they're gonna call the next one. Sure. Even though it's the fourth one, like, and so they're bundled together. You could just call it the Playbox.
The Playbox.
Look at that.
The
I think
X
some.
Station.
I think someone actually did that. They ripped out PS4 and Xbox all guts, and they made
Yeah,
like a massive laptop, and it's got both the consoles sitting in there, and it's got the screen, so you can just be like dual boot it. Like, oh, I don't want to play Xbox anymore. Turn it off. Turn on the PlayStation, and it's all just like in one big laptop.
That's awesome.
It's got like one power cable. It looks really good and really expensive, except the screen's like this big.
How is it with like gamers and PlayStation and Microsoft, right? So they're sort of like two angry parents arguing, and we're just sitting here like, please get along.
Kill each
Why
other.
I don't.
You want to be happy. It's like. It's
So
dysfunctional
what is like
relationship.
is like Nintendo our really caring grandparent that's just like, and they've kind of gotten.
They're just like, "Here, go get some ice cream."
They're not
Yeah.
they're not all there anymore, and they just like one day they made I got
So
you
like
this
you-
I got you this teddy bear,
Yeah.
and then you look over it and you're like, you already gave me this teddy bear, and then they're really happy about it. So you go, oh thanks, oh I love it.
I'm not 15 and
Oh, and then you lean over to your cousin and you're like, is there something wrong with Nintendo? Because
We don't talk about that.
or they get you a Barbie doll like thanks, I'm a dude.
Just like lock them up in the attic. We never.
wow.
What, put them there with Bart's deranged
Yeah.
brother?
No,
The
I was
evil squid.
thinking it's what was that? What was that Android console?
The Ouya?
Yeah,
Ouya.
yeah.
Ouya.
That's so what in this analogy? Do you reckon that's probably like your estranged?
Retarded.
I didn't want to say that word. I was trying to be like a bit nice about it.
It's your strange neighbor who thinks they're part of the family.
Yeah.
They always show up.
And they're like-
constantly, and you just like.
They're like super religious, but it's not a religion you've ever heard of. And so they've been like happy blah blah blah, and you're like, oh, thank you, I think.
I've got some in
What,
the
the,
fridge.
um,
What do you?
That was a good response. I like that. Anyway,
Anyway,
show him.
happy birthday, guys.
Yeah.
So we had Fallout 4 DLC announced.
So it was. Isn't the Fallout 4 DLC?
I think it has been released. I think some is due to be released.
It's announced and it's
Isn't it Pokemon Stadium Fallout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it is? There's like a thing, yeah. So you can make your ribbits, your robots, and stuff to kill each other,
Yeah.
and then it's more. What's the expression? Settlements in Fallout.
Yeah.
It
The thing
sounds
that
like
everyone fucking hates.
Actually, there's been
What?
I guess just the building of it. Not
I think.
the benevolent leader
Oh,
achievement,
yeah.
I think, is what everyone hates.
Okay.
Particular-
Yeah.
in
I
specific.
was gonna say like I thought it was a lot of people liked it. They probably didn't like the fact that it didn't tie into any other faction, and that if you wanted to be with Minutemen, it tied into that so hard, and it'd be like, hey, got another problem for you. The settlement,
I
mole
think-
rats, some bullshit like that. Go do it.
I think a lot of people's problems were like there was nothing to get out of the settlements. Like you went into the settlements, it's like new quests, and it's the same quest for like each settlement. And it's not like you go into a new settlement and you get like a new range of story characters.
Yeah, that would have been good. It was just what do they call it from Skyrim? Radiant quests, the ones that they can just keep pushing out, like, which is okay, and I appreciate it. But anyway, so if you hated that, you're gonna hate this. Yeah, so all it is it's Wasteland Workshop. Build your own arena of death while redecorating your home. So there you go. And so you got the robots, which are your Pokemon, and then you make your stadium. And
You
then
can
they
also
fight for death.
tame monsters and set them on other people.
Pokemon.
Basically.
Yeah.
And then the third one, which actually looks to be a story-driven quest, is Unravel the Secrets and the Mystery of Far Harbor.
Which is supposed to be a giant map like the size of Fallout 3, I think.
Oh, shit.
It was
That's huge.
it was supposed to be this really like the biggest.
I'm so glad I got the season pass.
Season pass, which
Which
was
was
now
like $20, is now $50. now.
$50
Yeah.
now.
I got it for 20.
And apparently what I've heard, I don't know where I heard this from, it could be 100% rumor, is that it's like an island that's got all these synths on it.
Ah.
That's what I've heard.
I haven't heard that.
I would be surprised.
Are they nice synths?
I don't know. I haven't played it.
Or are they
They're just like
synths?
that robot that you made. That's got my brother's eyeball. What, you killed him?
No, I'm just.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Got it. Into your birthday.
Yeah. So here we go. Far Harbor details.
Wait, how much is Far Harbor? Go back up. 25.
29.
Well,
95.
for us,
30,
sorry, yeah.
30.
30 for us. Okay.
New case from Valentine's Detective Agency leads you on a search for a young woman and a secret colony of synths. There you go.
Travel off the coast of Maine. Far Harbor. Ooh, that sounds cool. The new levels of radiation have created a feral new world.
Children of the Atom. There we go. That could be a
is that
new
off,
faction.
like, the-
What's that?
the
Children
Green
of the
Ocean?
Atom.
I don't know. Haven't you
Uh,
seen the Children of the Atom?
No,
Have you-
I've barely played. I'm still so behind. I've got so many games.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah, I know.
have you?
I finished.
Yeah. When you go into
The ocean, the green ocean.
yeah, the green
Greens.
ocean. No, the glowing sea. The glowing sea.
Glowing sea, yeah, that's right.
And then you just
You
come
go into
across
the
this
crater
like
and then-
there's this huge crater with an atom bomb, and there's all these people just like,
No atom bomb, just a crater. It's just the children of Adam.
Oh,
There's no
okay.
bomb.
That's it, yeah.
and they're just there, and they're like skivvies, and you're there in your power armor, still desperately getting radiation poisoning, and they're like, "How you going?"
You go.
And you're like,
I remember having to talk to someone in that group, and a bunch of rad scorpions attacked.
Yeah.
And the person who I had to talk to was killed by a rad scorpion.
Yeah. You search your body and you find what you need.
Yeah, I ended up finding it, but that whole place.
You're like,
It's just
fuck, do I have to reload?
Because you're just trying to run across this whole
but
fucking
that's
city.
one of my favorite things about.
You gotta get really sneaky. That's what I found
Yeah.
with the glowing sea is you just sneak everywhere, and if it starts going like closing
increasing,
in,
yeah.
and then you just stop for a little
I'm
bit.
just gonna slow down.
Find out what's around. Are we good? Oh, no, they're over there. Just keep staying here until they leave.
That,
Good.
that.
Continue.
I had
You navigate the glowing ocean. You stealth everywhere.
I had the best experience with the glowing ocean, where I was just walking, trying to find the guy that you need to find, and then it was like, because every now and then, the first time you meet a Deathclaw where it comes out of the ground,
Yeah.
that can sometimes happen anywhere,
Anyway, yeah.
and it happened, and it was like I really leveled up, and so it was like something like Super Savage Alpha Deathclaw. And like Preston was with me, and the Deathclaw just goes, and Preston just crumbles, and I'm there like, all right, fat man, okay, just amidst all the radiation and all the lightning strikes and everything, it's beautiful. And if Far Harbor is, because it says it's been radiated as hell on that description. If it's got a section like that, although I'm getting, instead of a green, I'm getting a blue vibe from it. You know, Far Harbor, where'd it go? Yeah, it's blue. You know, that'd be cool. I'd definitely, I would pay $30 for that.
Alone?
But you don't have to.
But I do because I didn't get a season pass.
I don't think, did any of us, apart from you?
I actually don't think I ended up getting a season pass.
I haven't played that much before that for me to warrant a season pass, I don't think.
That's because you're dead inside.
I know, I've got the...
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to make my Fallout playthrough as fun as possible. I let
So
other
for you, that's not playing it then?
I let other people play. I'm like, yeah, do whatever. I just come back like, what the fuck is this? All right, I'll just use this.
Yeah,
I've got the Idiot Savant perk on.
Oh, that's a good perk to have.
I've got it as like high as I can. You know, it's just funny, like in the middle of like something like crazy, just like, oh, you got the extra like 3 times bonus XP.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's a really good perk, except like you get like a really serious moment. Like, I can't remember a specific, plot thing, but it's just like, yeah, you sent me to like find your son. He's dead, and they're like, oh my god, Thank you for telling me. You got extra points. Oh, fuck.
It's so jarring. It's fantastic. I both hate it and love it at the same time.
Oh.
Because Sean was playing. He was doing just like a ton of stuff in the settlement, and so it was just like XP, and it was just like was just triggering because he just like was triggering so many things to get XP that it just triggered like 5 times in a row.
I feel like that would be
Sean was playing.
meta.
Yeah.
I'll go tell my father. Spoilers, don't listen. Don't listen, because it's spoilers. Fallout full of spoilers.
Okay.
We've not done, because we've got a list, but we haven't been going by the list. We've kind of, here, there, I don't know.
choose.
What do you want to talk about next?
Well,
PlayStation VR is good.
PlayStation VR? Yeah? The great hat? What happened in the VR? I haven't... Oh, no, it's just a presentation announced.
It's announcement for
This
the
is the same
announcement.
thing as fucking Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's an announcement for the announcement.
This is an announcement for an announcement.
It is
having an announcement.
You don't need to announce an announcement, just announce
Thank
it.
you.
Is this at GDC?
Yeah,
I imagine
Yes.
so,
Well,
GDC.
GDC, bro.
Thing is that the Pokemon Go presentation, their conference was the day before. Was supposed to be the day before, but Niantic cancelled it. So, I wonder if it's just like, fuck, we can't compete with PlayStation Go. We'll just put this aside and wait for something else.
No. Or do you mean they said they can't
No,
compete
no,
with Pokemon Go?
No.
Or Pokemon's gone, we
yeah,
can't complete.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe. No,
I don't know. They've released nothing about why it was cancelled. It's just like, oh yeah, by the way, it's cancelled.
yeah,
We don't have a conference.
we thought it was going to be because they had the direct, like,
Yeah.
but they were like, we cancelled it, and then they announced the direct, and
Yeah.
people were like, oh, it's going to be in the direct, and it's like, it wasn't there, and it was like, oh.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, there's nothing about the NX or mobile. And we're like, why would we watch this direct?
You think we want to play games? No, we want to.
Do I look to be in a gaming mood?
Uh,
No, I'm not doing the else.
okay.
I was gonna say, like, do you have anything specific to say about the
PlayStation
PSVR?
VR. I think this is when we finally get the release date
And a price.
and a price, maybe.
I hope we get a price.
Too far away and way too much.
Yeah. Well, what have we've had?
It's
we've
coming 2025
Yeah.
Had, I mean,
for $3 million.
yeah, we've had so we've had in the last week we've had the HTC Vive. I think the kits go out
Finally.
to people, and I think they're
Apparently that's still really bulky and terrible.
still about 15. I think they're going for about 1,500.
And that's Steam's one, isn't it?
Yes, that's Steam.
What's this?
The
HTC
Vive.
Vive.
So that's
Vive.
is it Vive or Vive?
I think it's Vive. I think it's a Vive.
I like Vibe because
And-
it's...
Vibe, yeah. It's a good
There we go,
vibe.
Vive.
Yeah, I got a good
Vibe,
vibe about
yeah.
that name.
This is just underlying feeling around it.
No,
Yeah,
looks like
no-
it's Vive.
yeah.
Vivi.
Well, I think if it was the HTC Vibe, it might be confusing with HTC's vibrator range. Where you can collect phone calls at the same time.
No, you don't get a separate thing. You just get your various HTC mobile and place it
It's
tactfully.
an application on the phone.
Yeah.
No, you just call yourself.
Beautiful.
Just put it there. Call yourself.
You can customize the vibration tones, like you can go zzz, 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 zzz.
That was actually my old ringtone. No, and I had what is it?
Oh God, yeah.
Happened to that.
Died
Yeah,
Died.
the
We're-
way it should have
just like
from the beginning.
kind of like this is just gonna be very Australian talk right now, or very Perth talk. Sorry.
Right.
Do you guys remember Midland military markets?
Yes.
And how they burnt down, and
Yeah.
that's really tragic. But I'm so happy because that ad was annoying as shit.
You never had to hear it again.
Oh man, so bad. Yeah, just like oh no.
One more fucking
Yeah.
time.
That's what happened. I bet. Like some guy was like, I hear that.
Was
I'm
that
burning
the-
that place to the fucking ground.
Was that the one that was the furniture shop, or was that a separate one?
No,
Because
that
there was a furniture shop towards Midland, which burnt down as well. It was Furniture Bazaar, and it's Toy World. Like it was Furniture Bazaar.
I can't even remember.
I know. I think they.
I don't know.
Back to the whole VR thing.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the
okay. Sorry,
cost
this
of
is
the,
a gaming podcast.
Yeah, and the cost of the PlayStation VR. Do you think it's going to be much different to the Rift, the Oculus Rift?
The Rift.
Yeah,
The
Rift.
Rift's currently being pre-ordered for $600.
They have said that PlayStation VR will be about the same amount as a console,
Yeah.
which for Australian console is $600.
Yeah.
American console it's about $400. I think the the Oculus is $600 US, isn't it? Okay, so that's even more expensive. That's like $800 Australian. So I can see it being maybe $600 Australian, which is far cheaper than anything else. It's $200 cheaper. But at the same time, I'm not sure.
I feel like it's going to be a bit cheaper.
It's
Yeah, I'd
definitely
say
going to
it'd be
be
a bit
cheaper.
cheaper.
I feel like they're kind of going for like
Inclusivity?
like
more accessibility with VR, just get it out.
like that's the first thing that they've kind of considered is that with the PlayStation VR you can wear glasses, and that was like the first I'd heard about any VR actually being considerate of that. So I'm thinking they're probably going to be I'm imagining their train of thought is like, you know, if we want people to use our product, it's going to need to not cost an arm and a leg. People like Jono, who...
Just made a Full Metal reference in his head.
yeah.
I get that.
Just sound business practice.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm not sure if that's because that's what they seem to be doing, or that could just be what I goddamn hope, because I don't want to be...
Yeah.
Because I do see myself buying it, I just don't want to be spending $600 on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to play PT and literally shit myself. I'm going to go to the EB Games and the Woolworths next to it, gonna get the PlayStation VR, put it in my bag.
Some jalapenos.
Some jalapeno. No, go to Woolies, get some jalapenos, and get some adult diapers, and just...
So not only will it
Just
be
me-
shitting yourself, but it'll be fiery shit.
Some burning out.
No, that's just because it's going to be such an embarrassing experience that I
Burning
want the
fear.
scent to drive others away. Like
Or at least it's-
my housemates walk in and they're embarrassed,
Horrified.
they're horrified.
That you're
and then they
horrified.
go out to take a picture. They're gonna be like, I'm gonna blackmail Matt so bad right now. And then they get to about here and then they just breathe in and they're like,
So it's like a defense mechanism.
Exactly.
Engrossed in this world.
Just have like
that people
a
don't come
range
and
of like
say.
burritos and chimichangas. If they say anything, be like, it was a burrito, man. It was bad.
why were you wearing a diaper?
I had a feeling that this place was dodgy. I felt like I was going to get food poisoning.
And you just think that the smell is like part of the atmosphere in the game. It's like you're getting that into the VR. You're like, wow,
It probably would fit.
I don't know,
like-
guys. It seems like a bit of a shitty experience.
Oh, Jesus.
First class here on Double Dash.
Anyway, next news.
The title for this is Matt Shits.
Matt shits himself, 2016.
Wow, that's like not the first or last time that's ever happened.
Oh,
What?
No, we're
could,
talking
like-
about the title. This is what it's
No,
going to... It's going to be clickbait.
we could do that as like a campaign next to like Donald Trump. See,
What? Double dash Trump?
I'm buying that Donald Trump pop vinyl now for that pun.
can we get
Yes.
like a toupee, like a Donald Trump wig? And
And then we start talking about the news, like, what do I think about Doom 1 and Doom 2 as a pre-order incentive? I tell you what I think about it.
gotta build a wall.
I spoke to my friend about pre-order incentives, and we said, yeah, pre-order incentives, they do their job, and that's how Donald Trump answers questions.
Good, we've got to build that wall between Xbox and PlayStation. We can't have them intermingling.
It's because those PlayStation people are rapists.
We've got to port those illegal
Well, I didn't wanna say
alien Xboxes back to where they came from.
Oh, wow.
Enough talking about the idiot.
Yeah. Moving
Okay,
on.
so
We're up to
we've
shit.
got... Yeah,
I think
we
we're
want
up
to talk about
yeah, I
that?
think we're up to-
I'm okay with this. So, Star Wars news. We've got a few bits. Episode 8 has begun filming.
It's been filming for a few weeks now.
Right. Rogue One trailer is due soon, and JJ has said a gay character in Star Wars will happen, and if it's not Finn and Poe, everyone's gonna get angry.
What if you? How do we not know it's not Luke Skywalker?
That's true. That is true.
Or it's just Ray.
I was gonna
should.
say
Really
I
is.
wanna, because there's a few people I know, and I know they're not gonna watch this, but I want them to watch this. I want, just to spite them, Kylo to be gay
Just
for
super
Finn,
gay.
and Finn goes with it. No, actually, I scratched that. Poe. Because Poe and Kylo, right at the beginning, like, who talks first? You talk, I talk. And then in Star Wars 8, it's going to be like, who blows first? You, me? No, just because I know a lot of people who are Finn Poe.
Bad fan fiction.
Shush! I know a lot of people who are Finn and Poe and Kylo and Rey.
Oh, God.
And I just want to break all of those people. I want them.
Do you reckon they're gonna go like full Luke and Leia with Kylo and Ray?
What?
Because we'll find out that they're actually brother and sister.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
please no. Please no.
we've already talked about that.
Um,
I'd
on
love
here.
if Kylo just like walked into his room and he's got like a Paramore poster and like
no, Kylo Ren's got My Chemical Romance up there.
Yeah.
The Cradle of Filth. Man.
Teenage. Do you reckon some mainstream media is going to pick this up when J.J. Abrams finally brings it in? They're going to be like, Star Wars 8, more like gay Abrams.
Well, I mean, JJ wasn't actually. He's not directing.
He's not directing it.
So
No.
Do you know what JJ stands for though?
James Jameson?
Jar Jar.
God damn it. I'm excited for Rogue One trailer. I
think it's about time we go to Rogue
This is
One
a big-
trailer.
This is the
I don't.
Han Solo flashback, yeah?
No,
This is the Death Star plans.
Yeah.
Oh.
Even though
Which one's
I
the-
thought that was episode 2, but whatever.
Whatever, man.
No, this is just a bit coincidental because I actually had a dream last night that I watched episode 8.
Did you dream a dream?
I dreamed a dream.
Dreamed a dream.
Time went by. That
was
Star Wars
rain.
went by. Anyway, so I'm just, I don't know. What are you guys expecting? Because
From Rogue One or Episode 8?
I think
Both.
it's about
From
time
Star
we
Wars.
saw Rogue One because it's been like, what? The movie comes out November.
yeah, that's true. It's
We haven't
it's
seen
gonna
it.
be.
They're going to try and do a Fallout.
Yeah, they're
It's
gonna.
ready now.
It's gonna be like that. Like
You can go
Here's
see it
the-
now. Everyone's like, I haven't had a chance to buy tickets.
I don't know
Oh,
what it
damn
is.
it.
that's what it's gonna be
Just
like. I feel like I have a good feeling about this, and I feel that it's gonna be like, here's the trailer. Everyone's excited. How long do we have to wait? Not even a year. Done. And I hope that it's kind of just as elusive as Star Wars 7. Like, where it's like
Make it a short ride.
like the trailer,
Yeah.
like I mean the hype trailer. I hope the movie answers all the questions, because like that was, I'm not happy with that. But- And apparently, yeah, I read somewhere, it's not linked here, is that like Star Wars 7 was elusive with its things, but Star Wars 8 is just going to be like, yeah, this is it. Like,
there
this
are,
is it.
like things that foreshadow later events or.
Yeah, but apparently they're just going to be more straightforward with it. They're like, this is it.
Okay. Gonna do it
Like,
now.
so if they're just going to be like, oh yeah, Ray, by the way, this is Lucas is your like, hi, I'm your dad. That's your cousin. Like, just flat out, just going to be like straight up with it. That's
Cool
what
beans.
it's,
I
so for
don't understand the reasoning of why they would do that.
why they would just straight out
Yeah.
and say it. I think because what they have specifically said is that they want it to be more darker,
Oh.
because like it's essentially the same as 4 to 5. Like 5 was a lot darker. 5 ended. Han Solo's in carbonite. We found out that Darth Vader's his dad. And like everything's looking pretty shit. He's just lost an arm. You know, was like a dark point in the series. And I mean, 7 was a bit of a carbon copy of 4.
Which it was.
Yeah, I still enjoyed it.
Still enjoy it, but
It's a format.
it's a
Yeah,
format.
and so like, I feel like that they're keeping in the same idea, that they're like, okay, well, if this is if 7 is 4, then like this is what we're gonna take from 5. Hopefully they're not gonna do the exact same
I'd
thing.
hope
Like Finn
not.
goes into carbonite. Like
Don't freeze the black dude. Whatever you do.
And Leia's like, don't worry, he's fine. We got Han out of
Yeah.
carbonite, and then Poe just dies.
Oh.
Just like Han Solo was supposed to.
oh yeah, that'd be rough. Oh, I couldn't do that.
But yeah.
So it's-
Spoilers. Han Solo died.
Yeah,
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
sorry
Yeah.
guys.
it's been what 3 months.
it's still out in
Still one
cinemas
of
though.
the-
Yeah, that's
I think
it.
it comes out on Blu-ray next month.
It is still in cinemas.
Yes. So sorry to like the 2 people who haven't seen.
The 2 people on the planet, that haven't.
This far into the podcast.
It's a Venn
And
diagram.
happens in
Haven't
this-
seen Star Wars 7 and
this
watches this podcast is a confused child from Ethiopia.
Oh.
and what's his name? The Norwegian guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go.
Bjork.
Bjart?
Bjork.
Bjart?
Bjork's a band.
Bjart. Sorry, Bjart.
I think.
Bjork.
Maybe
If-
just
Please
leave us a
correct us,
comment.
Bjart.
Yeah. If,
Leave us a comment on how to pronounce it, and we will fix it.
yeah. But yeah, that's.
Cool news. Thanks. Moving on.
Did you just put that in just now?
No. I had it further down,
Okay.
and then I copied it in because I realized.
Alright, that's
I've got
okay.
news,
I was
related
like,
news
hang
up
on.
Next to it. So anyway,
So the news is stays in the Disney fan.
Yeah.
Guardians of
The
the
next
Galaxy
space
2.
opera
Yeah, the
from
next
Disney.
space opera from Disney. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, a cast photo was revealed.
looks
something
Which we
about
should
really
have up.
cool.
Yep. And that Sylvester Stallone is rumored to appear in as well.
Yes. So yeah, we've got Kurt Russell has been confirmed to be in Guardians 2, and we've seen it's rumored that Sylvester Stallone is also in it, which would be great because then we can get a Tango and Cash reference. And it's someone's there. There we go. So I'm waiting for that, and I know it'll happen. So do it.
Just like, do it.
Do it, Marvel. Like, if Marvel does that, they win. Like that's it.
They win.
They
what?
win everything.
Just your.
The universe.
Ah. I mean, I thought in order to win the universe, you had to meticulously collect 6 gems and
Who
the
says-
gauntlet.
Well,
says-
they don't need to collect the 6 gems. They know the answer is 42.
I mean, who says Sylvester Stallone isn't Thanos' boss?
Sylvester Stallone. What?
Thanos' boss. They're actually all what's that one that Stallone did with a bunch of action movie?
What, Expendables?
Yeah.
Just
He-
like, Thanos!
Thanos is actually just part of the Expendables.
Thanos! I would love for that to happen, please.
God damn it.
I haven't watched this yet.
Okay, so yes, we had.
We can. Do we want to just go into that now, or do we want to keep going
keep-
Marvel?
We'll keep
Go
going
on.
with the Marvel news.
All right. So, who's this?
Who's that dude? Who's this dude?
It's Deadpool.
Really?
I feel like he wasn't very well known about a year ago.
No, I don't think many people could.
And now he's okay. This annoys me because on a Facebook post it was like, "This is why Deadpool's my favorite superhero." He's not a fucking superhero. It's not. He even says this isn't a superhero movie, kids. Remember?
He's a
Yeah.
mercenary.
Right at the end, like 4 or 5 moments. Fuck that shit. Bang.
Yes.
It's not a superhero,
No, does it go?
but it's good.
How'd you like the movie?
Lived up to all my expectations, which is like doesn't happen often, does it?
No.
I was very happy with it.
Yes.
What did you guys think? How
It
did
was-
you feel?
Very funny.
Yeah.
It was funny.
It definitely confirmed the fact that there's too much hype. And I was like, not going to give into the hype, not going to give into the hype. And then a couple of people said, no, I'm an actual Deadpool fan. I liked it. And I was like, okay, this is good. So I think it just missed my
You missed your
expectation.
mark, yeah.
Just by a tad. So many people are excited for it.
Yeah.
And I just know that there were so many people who had never known what Deadpool was and just absolutely blown away.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, like by
They're
and
one of
large,
us
it's
now.
like it was a basic origin story.
Yeah.
Like
It was a good version of an
Yeah.
origin story, though.
yeah. Oh, I mean, it's the comedy that sells Deadpool. Like Deadpool is a parody character, so like, you know, that like if you do that well, like then Deadpool will do well. But like,
What was that article you linked me about? I can't remember who it was. One of the more well-known filmmakers being worried that people are going to take away all the wrong things from Deadpool.
James Gunn, who directs
go.
Guardians,
Tie it back.
he believes that people will abuse what Deadpool's doing by just releasing a bunch of Deadpool clones.
Yeah.
Or
More
taking
or
away
less.
from the wrong things from Deadpool. I think
That's
was the
it.
more
It's like
specific things.
like they think that okay, you know, it's the
we can do that self.
Yeah, there was a whole thing about like because
it's more
it was R-rated that we can have more R-rated like things, and it's like, well, yes. Like, and you know, if it calls for it, like, I personally think that Wolverine 3, which is supposed to be based off of a very heavy
Old
and
Man
brutal
Logan.
story,
Old Man Logan.
Old Man Logan, that should be R because
That
that's what it
absolutely should
is,
be
you
R.
know, like Jessica Jones when it came out, which is I'm pretty sure in America like it's rated R. That
It's
yeah,
still
it
MA
is.
15 here.
Well, yeah, that's because we're Australians, we're hard cunts, we can do whatever we want.
yeah.
You know, we don't have people complaining about breastfeeding in public. We have people complaining about beheading and you
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Smashing a VB.
Smashing a BB.
Anyway, so that's good. But then they said like, oh, Batman versus Superman's gonna have an R-rated cut, and I was just like, why? That's
Well, I
very
can-
unnecessary.
But
I-
I can sort of understand that because we had already seen them do that with The Hobbit. You know, The Hobbit got an R-rated cut.
Did it
what?
get an R rating?
What?
No, there is the extended edition of The Hobbit. The third film, Battle of whatever.
5 Armies.
Yeah, I didn't care for that movie.
I don't think a lot of people cared for the Hobbit movies.
No.
It was a poor
Okay,
interpretation.
I liked it as a movie.
Yeah.
As an interpretation, it was so bad. Oh, so
Yeah.
bad.
But basically, yeah. On Blu-ray, the extended cut has an R rating. So it's basically just more intense battle sequences and that sort of thing. So it's more them following on from that sort of thing. It's like okay,
Well, if it's specifically the director's cut and it's
Yeah.
the stuff that he didn't get in and that just bumped it up to an R18, then
yeah,
that would be
and
fine.
that's,
then
and
that's
that's what it is.
but I don't
that's-
want people
Like, you know,
specifically aiming for an
yeah,
R18.
you do know specifically for this one that it
Yeah.
is. They'd already filmed it.
Yeah.
by the time Deadpool came
like
out.
they gave a description of what the ultimate cut, I think, of Batman v Superman is, and it's basically it's got extended fight sequences that bumps it up to an R rating or something. So that's what it is. And they're like, okay, for the director's cut, we'll give you that because you know we'd rather you get the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, if it's like it's taking the example from Deadpool, it's like don't just make an R rated movie just 'cause you
just
can.
because it's
just because it's popular right now.
yeah.
Yeah, there's superheroes have a very poor track record with trying to make it as inclusive as possible for everyone, which is why we saw, you know, petitions popping up, make Deadpool PG-13. We're just like,
Sorry, it can't be.
Like
can you just...
who thought who went? Oh yeah, Deadpool. That's gonna be PG-13.
People who didn't know.
Parents.
Exactly. And
people
parents.
who don't know how to use Google and like, what is Deadpool?
Deadpool is a superhero.
Oh wow!
I remember one.
Superheroes are for kids, not the sacks.
What was it? 2012 Supernova. I dressed up as Deadpool.
Alright.
Right.
Jacking off
And
unicorns on rainbows.
someone said, "Oh look, it's Army Commando Spider-Man."
Did you
Kind of.
did you proceed to like hit them?
No, I just. It's okay. At least I, to be honest, I was just basking in the attention that someone actually noticed me. So that was.
I really hope that there's a reference somewhere in a Spider-Man, in a Deadpool comment where you look, mummy, it's like Army Spider-Man.
I think that I'm pretty sure there is a thing.
There's a lot of shit around people mistaking him for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's funny because they're both the like red wisecrackers.
Yeah, kind of. Spider-Man's not as wisecracky as Deadpool.
No, he
Sometimes
in the comics.
in
yeah,
the
he's like really.
Andrew Garfield one, he was pretty.
Yeah, and that was more.
Oh no, you
what's the
found my
word?
weakness. Small
Yeah.
knives.
That was more Spider-Man than Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Like he was really, you know, you gotta.
But anyway,
But-
are we okay?
What? So like, hang on. So what you're trying to say here is, so a perfect Spider-Man film would be, it's Tobey Maguire, but then when he puts on the mask, it's
becomes
Andrew
Andrew
Garfield's
Garfield.
voice.
Actually, I don't really like Tobey Maguire's one at all. No.
Like,
I
he's-
understand the sentiment, like, of like the two different characters and like how they've portrayed them differently and how they got directed and written differently, but I just don't.
We're gonna get a third one.
We're
We're gonna, you know how
We're gonna
Deadpool, you know how
Holland-
Deadpool
they're gonna Hulk Spider-Man.
they're gonna Hulk Spider-Man.
They had Eric Banner.
All right.
They had
Yeah, we've got to make him right.
Ed Norton, and now they've got Mark Ruffalo.
And I
So-
feel like what they might do is I think they're gonna do what the Incredible Hulk did was, it's like, they kind of, like, they didn't do the origin story. It's because, like, you've seen the Hulk.
No one fucking cares.
Like,
Well,
you've
in
seen
the-
No one cares now.
in the first Hulk, which was Eric Banner, I think they did origin story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
then-
in the Incredible Hulk, they
in
were
the-
like, you don't, which was a new thing, which was Marvel
director.
Universe.
New director.
It was in the MCU though, which
Yeah.
which separated it.
It's considered in the MCU, but it's kind of like, yeah, we can't really make another Hulk film.
Well, you
We
had-
just kind of include it.
well, you did have RDJ at the very end.
Yeah,
did.
it is in the
it
like you can.
is a
It
film.
is like fact. It's in the MCU.
But like, I feel like they hadn't planned as well as they
Yeah,
had.
no, they didn't. But what I was gonna say
Teething
was,
issues at the very beginning of the MCU.
I think
Just Hulk teething issues.
Yeah.
It's got a car.
I think how at first comic book movies were
Yeah.
really comic booky,
We'll wrap up.
you know, but now they're really starting to spread out. You've got Deadpool that's
don't-
done his thing,
Don't
but
feel,
the new Spider-Man film they've said is gonna be more teen. Like it's
I
gonna
feel
be
like-
for like
I feel like they're more comic. Now they're more comic booky, where they've got the variety. They've
Yeah.
got they've got the
Yeah.
harder sort
We're-
of. They've
That's
got
the thing, we're getting
They've
more
got the more
diversity
true.
Yeah,
they've
the
got more
diversity.
true to it. It's not like a, hey guys, come see this movie.
Yeah, like-
it's for everyone.
because I feel up until Avengers, maybe halfway through Phase 2, even it was like.
It was still.
It was all
fairly
they were
inclusive.
all you would say like, okay, they're all action movies, right? Whereas now you can kind of be like
Action,
like
adventure.
Captain America
Have you seen the
2
new
was
piece of
an action thriller,
no.
and they're saying Captain America 3 is going to be way more thriller.
Yeah, I heard it's gonna be like.
Actually, hang on. Was that sorry to like interrupt, was that wrap up the whole thing or just wrap up what we're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say that would be a good segue.
That would have been a
Because that's the
brilliant
next
segue. But maybe we can.
Maybe next time.
We can continue. I
Wait,
think
what time is
we've-
it?
It is.
How-
almost 5.
Yeah, but how far into it are we?
Started about 3 minutes after I pressed record, so about 90.
90 minutes.
Hour 34.
Hour 34. You want to wrap up then?
What else? do we have?
We've talked about a few sneaky
There's-
things.
I mean, there's-
We had BVS. We talked about it for a sec.
Yeah. I mean, there's tons of news we could go on.
Oh, we could go on.
Oh, yeah,
do
no,
a-
we could go on
We could do.
forever.
We
You
could
know
do
I
a.
could go on about it.
Like there's a movie about this guy, Venom.
That's terrible. I hate that idea.
I'm. As if it was a part of the MCU, I would be happy.
You know
for them
what they
to
need
do
to
a Venom
do?
film.
They need to like. I love Venom.
But
Like,
I love Venom. I love
I
Venom.
love all the symbiotes. But what they need to do
Yeah.
is they need to be like, okay, Venom
You
is in this
need-
movie, but make it about Carnage.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Like ultimate Carnage.
Just
And
make it Carnage.
Absolutely
But
thrash. Like
there's-
have a scene like where
But
it's
yeah.
like Spider-Man versus Carnage, and Spider-Man literally nearly dies.
that's it, because they're
That's
saying
what you need.
the Venom film. It's completely unrelated to this new Spider-Man that we're about to meet.
No, but you can't
But
have
why
Venom-
you need Spider-Man to get to Venom?
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're gonna like bypass the origin.
Well, I like if you're gonna do your
They're
own
like,
thing with it.
you saw
But
the
the thing is,
origin
he's-
of Venom in
Look at-
Spider-Man 3.
Look at him. He's Dark Spider-Man. That's what he is. He's the shadow
I thought
of
that was
Spider-Man.
I thought that was Miles.
Uh-oh.
Oh. All right.
So anyway, fuck you, Sony.
Was that the theme of the episode?
Fuck you, Sony.
I think it went from I love you, Sony, to fuck you.
So,
Well, no, it's two separate parts of Sony. It's like this part we love and this
what
part.
we hate.
It's like one entity with alternate.
I feel like it's like
personalities.
Japanese Sony, American Sony. Yeah.
Bow, bow.
Maybe.
But then that's the same with a lot of things. Japanese, American.
A better cuddle.
British American.
All right.
That's your very clever retort to that. Okay.
Alrighty. That's
Well-
been Double Dash Jump episode. Are we counting this is 9 or 10?
Yeah, this is 9.
This is 9. This
Yeah.
is 9. This is 9.
0 0 0 0
Nine,
0
nine,
0
nine,
0 0 9.
9.1.
9.
Oh yeah, so this is 9B.
Yeah.
9B.
Like one day, it'll be like
We'll just release this.
Mario the Lost Levels.
Yeah.
Like the Lost episode. I don't know.
We'll just release it as 9B
It's
and
just
no
an
one.
hour and a half of guys going, and just dishes being done in the background.
I'll just upload, right? Just like this clip, but then just change the audio to just like maybe I don't know. That's probably not the right
That's what happens
noise,
when you eat
but
too many chimichangas.
wait, I feel-
That's what's going to be Matt when he plays PT after eating jalapenos.
And that's what he'll have to do afterwards.
oh yeah.
Nice.
All right,
Okay.
let's cut.
That's okay.
All right.
See you later.
Bye.
Ha ha ha.